pastors. I've also worked for Mercy Land. I was given assignment to come and assassinate pastors.
Hello guys, welcome you to my channel Gist and Trends, and I want to quickly run this video. There is this video I saw on the internet, and since I saw this video I've not been myself because I don't know why people will be doing like this. This is about a pastor that confessed to his crimes. He's a pastor in a church, a popular church in Nigeria, and this pastor has been deceiving people with fake miracles. He has been deceiving people for a long time now, and he has multitude of people in his so-called church. And this pastor just came and confessed to his crimes. He confessed on how he has been killing people just in the name of power. He wants to acquire power, and he wants to be performing miracles, and in doing so he has been killing a lot of people just to achieve his selfish goal. And people have been attending this man's church not knowing that this man is fake, that this man is a ritualist, that this man is a murderer. I want you to look at this video and see for yourself. This is why I always want people to be mindful of the places they go to worship. Don't go to church because you are looking for miracles. Don't go to church because you want people to, because people are going to that particular church. But go to church because you feel that there is God in that place. You feel that that is the right place to worship God. Don't look for miracles anywhere you see miracle. Please be mindful, because this video, when I saw it, is so very irritating to me, and that is why I'm sharing this video to you to see and learn as well.
My life is a big journey because of desperation. I have this great desperation for wealth, fame, and crowd in my church. When I started my ministry, every other person I've met have always given me the same advice, that genuinely I cannot make it. Something has to be involved. That desperation took me so far. There is no state that I didn't travel to. When I was by Papa talking about cemetery, I've slept in the cemetery for 7 nights. Just in quest of, not just the cemetery, they have to dig a fresh corpse out for me to sleep. Then in the morning, I will go out. In the night, I will come back to be sleep in that same place for 7 nights. So, things was not working for me, and things were still the same as it used to be. Members were not coming, money was not coming, all my effort was fruitless. So I have to still meet with pastors, quest for I need help, which led me into, I met with a pastor friend, and he said there is no way they can help me until I belong to their family. I said, what is your family? He said, I must be part of what he is doing. What are you doing? He said, if you can trust me. I said, tell me anything. What I can do, you cannot even do it. So tell me anything and I will do it. He said, it belongs to a black earth. I said, that one is a very little something. At the end of the day, I was initiated into black earth as a black earth member. He took me to where it belonged. I did everything required. I should get a human blood. I got it, the same thing. It wasn't working. Things were just as it was. Rather, it was getting worse. So, still for the quest of power, I met with great men of God. There is no pastor in this state and outside this state that I have not come in contact with. I know what I'm saying now. I know the end of it is definitely they will come after me, because there is none of their dirty job that I don't know, and I have not worked for them, and I have not done. The prophecies, the miracles, the planting, the stunting food, everything, most of the assignments were being done by me, because they said if I do it, they are going to help me. At the end of the day, nothing was working again. I was introduced to a great man of God, well known in Warrior, at the church, close to the DSC roundabout. I had a meeting with him. The meeting was done inside the car. That was my first encounter with him. And he said, "Can you trust me?" I said, "What you can't even do, I can even do it." He said, "Really?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Will give me first assignment to carry out." He said, "If I need somebody to go with me." I said, I don't need escort for my assignment. I do my work alone because I don't trust anybody." He said, "Okay, my first task, there is a church that is against him and is against the church." I said, "Okay, I've never been here before." It was this whole assignment that now brought me to Free Indeed.
Can you relax? Please go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead.
Before the assignment, I was asked that before they can trust me, I must be
They can
initiated.
video. If they want to video their phone, let them video. Leave them.
I said, "No problem. What is the initiation all about?" That people that they must help must belong to their family.
What
I said,
is
"Okay."
what is family?
It's a fraternity.
What is fraternity?
It's a society, a court. It is called the White Prophet Court.
Go ahead.
So I said, "Okay." And I was asked, "What do I really need?" I said, "I need crowd. I need words. I want to be known." He said, "Okay, but I must know that a blood must be involved." I said, "No problem. Whatever it is a task that I can shoulder." My initiation night, I was blindfolded to the venue of the initiation. I didn't know how I got there. I didn't really know the main place, but when I got to the place, it was not a house. It was a cemetery environment. I was initiated with human blood, and I was asked to eat flesh, a human flesh. I said, "Okay, if it will give me what I really need, good and fine." So they asked me if I've killed before. I said, "I've not killed, but I can kill." He said, "Okay, no problem. An assignment will be given to me." Because of time, if I'm not making any mistake, I have killed more than 7.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I've killed more than 7 for this same particular person.
For this same particular person, preaching holiness, prophets, tie head. Go ahead, sir.
For this same particular person. It was then I was really taught carefully about the prophecy's work. How I get my information. If a meeting is going on, I will be asked to enter the congregation to get information. And how I get my information can never be ascertained by any person. I can get your information to even your blood group and to the last food you ate, and even to the last person that even died in your family, even to your birthday, everything about you, without even talking to you. Just where I'm sitting down, I get my tools. So I've been doing this for more than 2 years now. The miracles, everything you are seeing are stage miracles. We rent the wheelchairs, we rent the clutches. We have people we settle for all those stage work. This was what I've been doing for him and so many other pastors. I've also worked for Mercyland. I've also worked.
Hey, okay, don't call anybody names. Please, don't call any pastor name. Please, don't call any pastor.
Indeed, I was asked to come and get the sand from the church. And the purpose of the sign was to scatter the church. Seems he wasn't doing what we are doing, then he's an enemy. And the only way we can get him is to destroy the church. So I came to the church that night. It was within 12:01 a.m. I came to the church that night. I got the sound from the entrance of the church. Then I went to back of the church, get some from back of the church with my left hand, get to where they used to park cars, get some from that same particular place. And that is why people start leaving the church. Protocol sections start going out. Pastors start leaving. At the point, what we did was not working as effective as we wanted it. I came again. It was 12 in the night also. We are 4 in numbers. Like we came here to pray, but it was an assignment. But unfortunately, we were asked to leave the place that very night.
That day, they were in the middle there, one night. Go ahead.
We were asked to leave the place that night. I came again. On one occasion in the service, I had to drop old coin inside the offering box.
Go ahead, go ahead.
All we are doing.
What is the purpose of the coin?
The coin is to scatter the church. People would stop dropping money in the church.
Go ahead.
At the point, it wasn't working as we really needed it to work. So I was given an assignment to come and assassinate pastor.
Go ahead. You never hear anything now. Go ahead, go ahead.
Before that assignment, I was worked on. I have never made any mistake when it comes to shooting or cutting, because I was worked on seriously. I do all my operation with my left hand. So when I came that very day, I was in church till the service closed. We traced pastor almost to his house.
Go ahead. Cool down now. Go ahead.
We were 4 in number inside the Lexus car. They just followed me. I was to do the main shooting. But unfortunately, trying to double cross him, another car entered us. And we couldn't carry out that assignment that very day. So we left. Before the next assignment, we programmed the lady to come for service. And she went for counseling. The purpose of the lady was, during counseling with Papa, she would strip herself naked.
Go ahead.
She would strip herself naked. And our men were already on ground to blow it up, which I was among that very day. So the lady said, she came out after a while. She said she waited, and she ran out of patience.
Go ahead.
That she couldn't carry out the assignment. So we left that very day. Program was done in Orobo College. I led the squad. The squad I have led trying to assassinate Papa was 4 squad on 4 different attempts. The ones I was involved in.
And then the other people, they have done more. Send other
Yeah,
people.
it's all attempts are more than 10. But the one I know I lead is 4 attempts. The Orobo College zone, the same thing happened. We are so very sure that it will be a success because of the crowd, and the environment was an open environment. So we are so very sure that it will be a success. Along the line, almost the same thing still happened. That now increased my bitterness that I have never missed a job. Why is this particular one giving me issue? So I got angry. I came to the church one of the night with a substance in an ever water container. People were in church, but my presence was not noticed because of what I was carrying. I sat at this pillar. After a while, I pretended as if I was praying. I poured the substance on the floor. Now, the purpose of the substance was to weaken any strength that is working here. And so as
Please be calm now because of time. Please go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
was to weaken anything that is working here. So I left that night. After leaving, before I left, I buried something at where they used to park cars. Now, the purpose of that thing was anybody that drove to the church will not see any reasons of coming back to the church again.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's save the time. Go ahead.
So, but all my effort was fruitless. Nothing, it didn't work. When I was initiated, I was asked for, they asked me what I really want. I said, wait. I said, wait. I need money, I need fame. So they said the prize is who I love most must go for it. I said, okay. I gave them the impression that I wasn't married. But I have a daughter. So they said, okay, good and fine. Who do I love most? I said, the girl I was dating. They said, okay. The very night for the assignment, they brought something like a calabash with blood. I have to wash my hand inside. Who I love most is to appear inside the calabash. So I went, I washed my hand as instructed. Only for the face of the lady I was expecting to appear, it was the face of my father that appeared.
Go ahead, save the time.
So I said, no, I can't use my father. That they should try other alternative. They should use this particular girl. So they said, no, okay, they will give me another chance. I should try again. So I went again, washed my hand again for the second time. What I love most was my senior daughter. The face of my senior daughter appeared. It became a serious issue. I said, okay, I needed time to really think if I should sacrifice any of them. These are the two people I love most. So I left that day. A few days later, I got a sign that they are trying to carry out the assignment without my knowledge. But they were having difficulty because they need my ears to execute either my dad or my daughter. Before I got the news that my father that was abroad almost died. In fact, he died. So that was when I blew off. I said, there is no way my dad can go for it. Let's think of other alternative. Any other alternative was I started doing different sacrifice, different kind of things. Trying to see if any other thing will work. But all to no avail. I came out in public not to just say it, but I came out in public to make the world know and to make everyone that knows me as the prophetic professor. What makes me the prophetic professor was the things I was doing. And I came out to declare to the world that I'm no longer a member of the White Prophet Court. I have found a Jesus, and I want to be with Jesus. So, what triggers my decision was all attempts to assassinate pastor wasn't working. I came to the church to record miracles, thinking if I would see some of my workers in the place coming here to work. I didn't see anyone. Miracles, everything are real. This hatred that was in me towards the church, I don't know Papa, I've not had any dealings with him, I've not seen him, but with what I was told, I just hate him and I want him to die. So the first day I came to the church, it was not as if I came for service. My father said, if truly I love him, I must go to Free Indeed for prayer. I said, okay, if that will make you happy, I will go. I came that day around 6:30 to 7. Service has not even started. Very few persons. I sat at this very particular line. I was watching everything that was going on, trying to see if whatever is going on are programmed stuff. At the end of the service, Papa didn't prophesy. The miracles are real. I know my work. I know I arrange my miracles.
For those prophets.
For those prophets.
Including your own.
Yes. I know I used to arrange my workers. I know I used to arrange, who can arrange a blood test. Who can arrange patient from the hospital. Who get the doctor's report, everything. Who can arrange, I can fake a woman with big tummy as if she's pregnant. But it's fake.
Tell us more about that. Even the prophecies they are doing, can I talk to you? So
yeah, the prophecies are fake. Now, how we used to get our details. In the prophecy aspect, we have two dimensions. We have details information. Now, the details is also called data. The data is somebody gets your information, collide, make friends with your kids, get your information. Sometimes even trace you to the house, make friends around, gather your information. Then it's being used in service to prophesy. Then sometimes we get our information through form. You fill your form, you talk, you state your problems. Then we now make use of it as prophecy. We worked on it. Do addicting. That's called addicting. We do addicting, then we add to it. Then there's another dimension in prophecy. That one is the washing of eyes. But the implication of the washing of eyes is, if you use that one for a very long time, before you get to your 50s, 60s, the person must go blind. Because the eyes you are to use in the future, you're already using it now. Then there's still a dwarf that comes to the church to give information. When you say, I hear this, the person is not hearing anything. It is a dwarf that is talking. I hear this. It is a dwarf. And all these things were things I was deeply into, working for pastors in and outside this state. So when I met with Papa that very day, I went to his office. I just wanted him to pray for me. I wasn't even ready to talk with him because this hatred was still in me. But at the end of the day, deliverance was carried out for me, and I got to realize that I was in a very wrong track. I was in that track because every person I met was telling me the same thing, that there is no way You can do ministry without sharing blood, without burying things in the church, without arranging miracles, without faking testimonies. So every person I ran to as fathers, we are all telling me the same thing.
Fathers, that is even outside Delta State, Benin,
Lagos,
everywhere.
Abuja, they are all telling me the same thing. So, and with the quest of my desperation, I just crossed my mind that this is what, I think this is the track. Every person is the same thing. Just like a man traveling into a particular direction, every person is going that same direction. Nobody is showing you a different road.